Hello and welcome. This is a BodyTalk session for self-love and releasing the mind from the ego. Please find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Allow your eyes to gently close, sending the signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Take a deep breath in, calling all of your energy back, and release anything that isn't yours on your exhale. Again, inhale. Call your energy, your essence, your power back with your inhale. Feel it filling you. And on your exhale, release anything that is out of your control. Feel it melt away. And again, inhale and call your energy back to you. And on the exhale, release anything that is no longer serving your highest good and your highest healing. Notice how you feel. As always, BodyTalk sessions are designed to focus on your priority. The priorities that we are calling in today have to do with how our mind is stuck in our ego and what is blocking our self-love. As always, these sessions are designed to be in alignment with your highest good and your highest healing. If you're open to receiving this healing, this energy activation, and this shift through BodyTalk and a combination of other modalities that I offer, please say yes now. Within group sessions, we focus on the group body. However, many times it can feel like a group session is just for us. If there's something that comes up for you that you would like to discuss further, you could always reach out to me. I will never reach out to you for readings or sessions. And if anyone with my name or logo does that, please know that it is not me. So now that you are in a comfortable position, your eyes are closed, you're back in your own energy. Allow yourself to relax just a little bit deeper. Give your mind permission to let go of any thoughts that are circulating. Perhaps distancing yourself from your thoughts by imagining them as clouds, balloons, or bubbles. And any thoughts that are fighting for your attention right now, imagine them drifting away on a gentle breeze, getting further and further away from you until you can no longer sense them. Take all of your awareness now to the very top of your head. And as if your awareness was warm honey, allow it to begin to drip down into your forehead, releasing and relaxing the muscles there, relaxing around the eyes, the temples, the scalp, the ears, the jaw, cheeks, and nose. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat and neck. Allow that awareness to move into your shoulders and down your arms, releasing and relaxing your shoulders further. Relaxing your upper arms, lower arms, wrists and hands. Before once again taking your awareness to your neck and throat and allowing the awareness to drip down into the upper back and the chest. Relax the back body. Relax the chest and the upper abdomen, the lower abdomen, hips and pelvis. Relax your hips, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. Take your awareness now to your entire body mind. Notice if there's anywhere calling your attention. Bring your gentle awareness to this body part. And if there's nothing calling your attention, simply be. Enjoy this feeling of relaxation, of being held, protected, and safe. We're going to imagine some colors now. And this exercise is done to begin to activate the imagination as well as the subtle senses. This helps shift our body further into the parasympathetic nervous system of rest, digest, and heal. Allow these colors to come to you in any way that they show up and meet them with curiosity. Imagine the color red now. Reach out and touch it. Notice how it feels. Can you hold it? Notice if there's a smell that you can sense with the color red. Allow it to fade away, and now imagine the color orange. Maybe you see the color orange or an object that is orange, or maybe you just know what the color orange looks like and you remember it. But begin to curiously explore the color orange with your imagination. If you were to imagine yourself licking the color orange, what's the flavor that would be on your tongue? What would be the texture as you licked it? Is there resistance to wanting to lick it? Noticing all of these things, allow the color orange to fade and be replaced with the color yellow. Listen to the color yellow. What do you hear? Smell the color yellow. What do you smell? Allow the color yellow to fade and be replaced with the color green. Explore the color green. What do you want to do? Do you want to look at it, touch it, smell it, lick it or taste it? Listen to it. Allow the color green to fade and be replaced with the color blue. What does the color blue feel like? And now the color purple. And now violet. As the color violet fades away, you close your eyes in your imagination, and when you open them, you are in a place of nature where the laws of physics do not apply. You can swim under water, holding your breath or breathing for miles, even if you don't know how to swim in real life. You can fly. You can leap as tall as a building. You have super strength, and you are safe. There's nothing here that will harm you. It is all here for your exploration. Begin to notice this place in nature, the temperature of the air in your skin, if there's a breeze, what the air smells like, what you can hear. And what you can see as you look around. Is there a place in this nature scene that's calling to you? As I continue with this BodyTalk session, you can allow my voice just to drone in the background as you explore this nature scene. Or you can come back into the here and now and just relax into your body, whatever feels right for you. The first priority within BodyTalk is a permission. This is us giving ourselves permission. And it's, I give my mind permission to be balanced. This is the first thing, the first step in helping us to detach the mind from the ego, from limiting beliefs and attitudes, fears and doubts, and consciously place it in the hands of our wisdom, of our higher self, seeing the bigger picture, seeing beyond those limiting aspects, seeing opportunities that perhaps we didn't see as opportunities when we were functioning out of the ego mind. So as we tap our head, our heart, and over our stomach, we're going to repeat the phrase, I give my mind permission to be balanced. Go ahead and begin tapping as you repeat that out loud to yourself. Listen to the tone of your voice. Feel the vibration as it resonates through to all of your cells, declaring, I give my mind permission to be balanced. Alternating your tapping from head, heart, and stomach as you repeat, I give my mind permission to be balanced. And if you're exploring in your nature scene, keep exploring and know that I can tap this for all of us. I can hold this space, hold this observation and awareness. I give my mind permission to be balanced. I give my mind permission to be balanced. When you're ready, you can relax. Allow that phrase to settle. Notice any sensations or thoughts that may arise as we balance that. As we integrate that, pardon. And moving on to our next priority. We're going to be balancing the reciprocals. We're going to be doing all 17 pairs of the reciprocals. There's 7 in the upper body to lower body. There's 6 in the head to body, and there's 4 in the head to the spinal complex. And what reciprocals do is they're very fast communication, faster than the nervous system even, which is so fast. But the reciprocals allow the Wei Qi to synthesize information within our environment and to help keep the physical tensegrity of the body in alignment within that information, within that field. There are times that repetitive movements or repetitive thoughts or repetitive interactions can create an imbalance within the reciprocal. So there's now no reciprocity, and we now have 2 body parts that are needing support from their partner and not receiving it. This can cause us to feel tired. It can amplify any physical pain that we're having. It can create dysregulation within the nervous system. And it can just generally make us feel very off. There's a detail of an emotion around the reciprocals that is the emotion of fear. So this is how does our fear affect the reciprocity of the support within our body mind? And we have reciprocals that, like I mentioned, there's 17 pairs of extrinsic or outside of the body reciprocals. But there's also intrinsic or internal reciprocals. And there's a link here between the external or extrinsic and the intrinsic. So both the internal and external reciprocals are linking to switching. And this is a nervous system recovery and reset technique. There is a link from switching into meridians. And it's more specifically are the meridians of the spleen. The spleen is active from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And the keywords here are recycle, digest, subconscious, worry, dirty, depression. There's a physiology at play here, and that has to do with the spleen's role in regulating and cleansing the blood, as well as working with the stomach to calm the mind, to really filter and sort through the thoughts that are allowed up into the head. There's a link here into the large intestines, and this has to do with the consciousness of control. And when there's uncertainty or change in some aspect of our life, we can overcompensate by being overly controlling in another area of our life to bring a false sense of safety to the mind. What this is doing is it's really removing the blinders on this false sense of safety so that we can find a true sense, the true essence. That we can learn to control what we can control and to let go of what we can't control, what's out of our control, without having to overcompensate, without feeling like the bottom is dropping out, or without activating a lot of fear and worry. Thinking is good, but when thinking becomes overwhelmed, that's when we have worry and anxiety. So that is the end of the formula. We have an implementation priority now to tap out, and we're going to not use reciprocals. We have a special tap out. We're going to use switching. So usually in BodyTalk, what we do is after we have the entire formula, we go back to the beginning and we tap that first priority that came up, and like a domino, it falls and it balances everything that happened behind it. But occasionally the body mind will say, hey, there's an easier way here. Instead of going to this very first thing, we're going to actually bring in switching. And we're going to support the nervous system to allow all of these things to balance out. The spleen meridian, the large intestines. So to do that, you'll take 2 fingers and place them over your eyes gently. You don't want to press too hard, just the weight of your fingers is enough. Perhaps you start to see some amazing colors and shapes. Take a deep breath in, the deepest you've taken all day. And release that breath. Sigh it out, let it go. Let's do 3 more breaths just like that. Now bring your fingers off of your eyes and allow them just to trace gently down your face, down your neck, down your throat, down to your collarbones. And about 3 fingers below your collarbones is our switching reflex point. This is an acupressure point. It's the intersection of several meridians. And it creates a sense of cascading relief within the body mind. So massage these points as you repeat those deep breaths 4 more times. Deep breath in, and then sigh it out. Let it go. Once you've taken those breaths, you can release those points and tap in over the head, the heart, and the belly. Allow yourself to relax. Notice any shifts. a little download time there, just some time to allow that to settle. It's no longer a priority, but we do have one more priority. We're going to go into circulation nerve supply of, this is going to be a plug-in. So this is all of the blood to, from, and within, all of the nerves. So communication to, from, and within, and the lymph. So the waste removal from and within. This is on an endocrine of the thymus. The thymus is a small gland that sits just on top of the heart. And when we, between the ages of birth and 7, it's responsible for helping us create our adaptive immune system. So anytime we got sick, it created memory cells to remember that virus so that we wouldn't get sick again with it, or it wouldn't be as bad. We would have some immune response to it. The thymus, energetically, is also our heart's protector. It's thought to be where the high heart chakra resides, and this is where our gatekeeper lives. And the gatekeeper really allows experiences into our life or steers us away from them. And if you've ever been betrayed by someone you thought you could trust, and maybe they didn't meet your expectations or they treated you poorly, can create an imprint on the gatekeeper, on the thymus, that creates some confusion and some mistrust with the self. And so we're clearing that out, allowing the thymus to see the bigger picture, to see what we learned from that experience. And much like our immune system learns, when we get sick, we can adapt then. It doesn't mean that we're broken or that will always happen. But we know what to watch for. We know the signs. We know the energy, the feeling. And so we're better able to protect ourselves in the future. And so really reinstilling that sense of trust within the gatekeeper and within ourself, and releasing the burden off of the heart in that manner then. So we're doing this with a plug-in resource. So we're bringing fresh blood, fresh communication from the nerves, and clearing out the old lymph. Really get it moving so there's no stagnation around the thymus. And the rest of that, the energetic and the emotional, will begin to balance with that. There's a priority of hydration coming in, and this is to help with the synthesizing or processing of emotions. It's so important. Water is so important for the flow of our emotions as well as the flow within our body. And then we're going to link this now to energies. And this is going to link in to the chakras, more specifically, the heart chakra, more specifically, the root aspect of the heart chakra. With subtle energy medicine, we're taught of the 7 main chakras. You may be familiar with them: the root at the base of the spine, the sacral and the pelvis, the solar plexus in the upper abdomen, the heart and the chest, the throat chakra in the throat, the third eye in the forehead, and the crown chakra at the top of the head. Within each of these main chakras, there is an imprint of the 7 main chakras. So miniature 7 main chakras imprinted into each main chakra. When the root aspect of the heart chakra is coming up, it's around our sense of feeling safe, accepting ourselves and loving ourselves, feeling that we are acceptable, we are lovable. We're secure and confident in that. There's an active memory priority that is acting as a subsession on the heart chakra, the root aspect of the heart chakra. And this has to do with an event in early childhood or perhaps throughout childhood where you were made to feel unlovable for whatever reason. Maybe you were made to feel a burden because you were really needy. Or perhaps maybe you weren't really needy and your caregiver was just unable to connect with you emotionally in the way that you did need. It's like speaking two different languages and there wasn't a translator. And so oftentimes there can be miscommunications and misinterpretations that happen. And so bringing this active memory release in will allow those miscommunications to be cleared a bit, allowing you to move past that feeling, to really tap into this sense of safety around accepting your whole self and being safe, expressing your whole self, letting that light in your heart shine and really show up. Okay, let's balance this, shall we? So plug in at the thymus, place a hand on your heart and a hand on your head. And the hand on our head is representing that we're going to be balancing and focusing first on the nerves, the nervous communication to, from, and within the thymus. Hand on the heart, and then go ahead and start to tap with that hand that's on the head. Tap over the heart. I'm having a lot of tension in my neck, particularly on the right side and also into my jaw. So if you're having that, just be aware of it. We're not going to change it. We're just going to watch it. And then tapping over the stomach. And that was resetting nerves to, from, and within thymus. Now place both of your hands on your heart. This is going to be the blood. We're resetting the blood to, from, and within. So take the top hand off and go ahead and tap that in, tapping head, heart, and navel or stomach. And then take your tapping hand and place it on your left side. This is going to be activating the spleen, which is the lymph within and from the thymus. There's never lymph that travels to an area. It's always either within it or traveling away from it because it's the cellular waste. It's the things that have been filtered and are being recycled or released. So really clearing that out, clearing out any stagnation, any block, allowing that lymph to flow freely, allowing the environment that the cells reside in to be cleansed, purified. And take the hand that was over the left side and begin to tap now, tapping head and heart and over the stomach. And notice how you feel. You can relax, allow that to integrate. And although I did say that the last formula was the last formula, we do have an integration priority, and that is to tap our cortices. Cortices is one of the fundamental techniques in BodyTalk, and it helps to update our body-mind on all levels. And it creates a synchronistic balance between the left thinking brain and the right intuitive brain. So this will allow you to really feel this shift, to feel calm, to step forward, really recognizing the ability of your body-mind to heal and to shift and to come into a new state. So to tap cortices out, place one hand across the back of your head. This is signaling the bridging of the left and right sides of the brain here. With your other hand, begin to tap, tapping your head, taking a breath in and out, and then tapping over the heart for one breath, and then over the stomach for one breath. And you can either move that hand up one hand width so that it's one hand higher on the back of your head, or you can take your tapping hand and place it above that hand and remove the hand from the back of the head, and it will now become your tapping hand. As you once again take a breath and tap your head, tap your heart, and tap your stomach. And again, move your hand up or take your tapping hand and place it in front of the other hand. And begin the tapping again. And then now you'll take your hand and place it across your forehead and begin tapping again. And then take the hands to the sides of the head and hold the sides of your head, taking a nice big deep breath in. We're just going to hold this for a few seconds. And when you're ready, take one hand off and begin to tap. Go ahead and release that and relax when you're feeling it is complete. And once again, scan from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Taking the awareness throughout the body mind and noticing anything that has changed or shifted since the beginning of our practice. Notice how your breath feels when you inhale or exhale, if that's changed or shifted. Imagine your thoughts as clouds, balloons, or bubbles, and notice if the number, the quantity, or the size of them have shifted. Perhaps you can see some stars beyond the clouds, or the sun shines. And when you're ready, gently blink your eyes open, returning to the here and the now moment. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to hear how this went for you. If you would like to leave a comment or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comments. Thank you again and be well.